Hey crocheters, so this is another, I guess the second installment of my insurance policy vlogs. I don't know, I need to come up with a better name for this. So the first one was about the dragon, trying to figure it out. And my goodness, you guys, it is a beast. Pun not in, I didn't mean that, but it kind of worked out. So yeah. Here's the dragon I showed you guys last time, and he's exactly the same as what I showed you guys last time, other than a little bit dirtier because Rachel keeps stealing it and riding it like it's a horse. Anyway, so what I've been struggling with on this, actually I've been struggling with a lot of things, but one of them, the main one, I don't even know, I'm sorry, I'm like so choppy today. My brain is in a million places. So first things first, because I'm really struggling with the shape of the body, it's actually harder for me to want to keep working on this one in particular. I still need to figure out legs, spikes, wings, like there are things I need to figure out. So it logically makes sense to keep working on this one, do the rough drafts of all of those with this one so I can make a final draft that's better, right? But because I don't like how this is looking, I'm really struggling working on it. I've tried a couple of different things and they just haven't even panned out. So the other day I decided, I was like, well, I have some yarn, like maybe I'll just kind of try another round, another rendition. I've got this yarn that I don't know what I'm ever really going to use it for, so I'll just kind of use it as a prototype. Like when people make dresses, if they're going to make a pretty expensive dress, before they make it in the satin or whatever, they make it in muslin, the cheap muslin, so that you kind of have a practice run. And so that's kind of what I was thinking, using this yarn that I don't care for so much, to make another practice run dragon. So I started on the head again, and I haven't closed it off because I'm probably going to end up tearing it out. I started on the head again, and I don't like it. I thought I'd made changes from this head to this one that I would like, and I just don't. So that was really frustrating. And then I got started on a neck body concept in the same thing. And so this one, the idea for this is that I want it to be kind of like Darcy Deer. Let me back up a smidge. So the problem that I have with this dragon neck body is that it's too elongated. Like I really want it to look, I'm gonna have to switch it around. I want it to look like that, where it has kind of that intense sort of arch, but I want the body coming off like flat, which obviously it's not at all. And so I decided I wanted to use kind of the same concept I use for the alpaca and for Darcy Deer, where you make the neck and then you come out with a spine and then you work around. So giving that much more like flat part to the back, and hopefully still being able to get some curvature in the neck. So this is what this is. I've got the neck here, I've got the curvature coming down, and I've got this spine piece. And ideally, the head would sit, something like that. And then we've got this spine, or maybe even like that, coming through the back. So I am feeling better about this concept, but I still really didn't like the head. And I didn't, in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't make sense to make an entire dragon out of yarn that I don't really like, and I'm gonna end up like, I don't even know what I do with it, probably frog it eventually. So I stopped that too. Go me. And I started again using the sea foam, and like one morning I woke up and I was like, this is the day. Like we are gonna get the dragon figured out. And I was very wrong, sadly. I am happier with this head shape that I worked on. But I think it looks like a dinosaur, which, I mean, I was kind of complaining to my dad, and he's like, well, now you know how to make a dinosaur. And it's true. But this is what the head looks like. I mean, doesn't that just look like a T-Rex? You know, you're gonna have like the body coming off of here. We've got the nostrils. I mean, I think it just looks like a T-Rex to me. I don't see dragon, which is really frustrating. And I've tried twice, maybe more like 3 times, to figure out how to make this into a T-Rex. Like I've tried to start on the body so I could like move forward with it. And I just am struggling like so hard. So yeah, that is the really kind of pathetic update on the dragon. I have tried a lot of things and it's just not working out. Yeah. One thing I am kind of excited about is because I've been thinking about, you know, how to make it have the fewest number of pieces possible. And right now in the Old Soul Crochet universe, I'm working on the sloth. So probably whenever this video comes out, the sloth will have been out for like forever. And so I've been making all of these claws, you know, for the different sloth pieces. So I've got to have 12 claws, and I like pretty much detest working in the lightweight yarn. Sorry, not lightweight, the medium weight yarn, because it doesn't flow the way I think it should, and it just kind of bugs me. I really prefer working with Bernat blanket yarn and big hooks, but you guys know that. So I've been thinking about, like, I want ideally my dragon to have, you know, like a row of spikes down the body, because that's what dragons I mean, that's what they look like in our minds. But at the same time, I don't want to make like 30 or more, you know, individual little spikes the way that I've had to do the claws. They're just, it's hard to start like a magic ring small enough to get a point, and it's just kind of a challenge. And I don't want people to get overwhelmed thinking, all right, like I've made so much of this dragon and now I have to sew on like so many little spikes. So I've been messing around with some different concepts, and this is not done by any means, but I'm liking where it's going. I've been, see if you can see this. So I've been starting to make these like, they're just flat. I mean, this is what they look like when they're not sewn together. You just make these little flat spikes. And I've shaped mine so that they kind of have that like shark fin look to them. And I've been making 2 and then stitching them together so that they have a little bit more depth. But then also, because they're sewn together, there's a pocket in there that gives it a little bit of width. So it's not just perfectly flat, and having the 2 of them together gives it structure. Sorry, you can hear the garbage man next door. It's a beautiful day, and so I have the window open. Rookie mistake, right? So I'm excited about this idea, because if I can, ideally I want them a little bit pointier, a little bit sharper. I mean, it's yarn, it can't really be that sharp. But if I could get an entire like chain of these, then they're easier to make. And then here at the very bottom of this, it's a triple crochet. So you could work your 8mm hook down in there, and maybe you could like make a green, well, green in this case. But like, you know, crochet all the way around it so that It is covered nicely. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, to make it look a little bit more seamless. That is my thought and my hope and my goal. So I am excited about this, but it's kind of the only good progress I've been making on the dragon. It has not been playing nicely with others. And also, guys, I'm sorry I'm clearing my throat so much today. I thought, like, perfect, we're doing good, but apparently the bagel I ate for breakfast is like unhappy with me. So yeah, that's where we are. We've got this dragon, we've got this attempt at a dragon, we've got this dinosaur that was supposed to be a dragon, and they're just not working. So yeah, that's where I am. It's kind of a disappointing way to end. But I am optimistic for the future. It's one of those things is like every time you make, you're making something and it doesn't turn out well, you just know, like, all right, that's not how I do it. And so you can learn and you can modify from there. So I'm looking forward to continuing working on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the next secret-ish vlog, they're not secret vlogs, I don't know what I'm calling these, I'll think about it. I don't, like, it's not about the dragon, it's about like my next behind the scenes project. So yeah, hopefully I'll have more fun things to talk about then. In the meantime, you guys take care. I hope you're all doing well, and I love you guys. Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.